Good afternoon and welcome back to the GrTwodays Championship here with the Ultimate Racing League. We are here at the Deep Forest Raceway Circuit in Switzerland. Now, this circuit, for those who are not familiar with the history of the Gran Turismo game, is one of the oldest tracks in the game. It started life in the very first game and has been in every game ever since. Every version of Gran Turismo has featured this track. It is a track that I particularly enjoy as well. Very quick, very quick laps in the GR2 cars, and quite a few intricate bits where the line is important, and a lot of areas where you can lose or gain a lot of time as well. There is 18 turns on this track, which is a slight increase over the history of the game. The track up to Gran Turismo 6, I believe, had 15 turns on it. But this one, the newer version, has 16. 2.64 miles, and it's an original circuit. It doesn't exist in real life, unfortunately, but we love a bit of fictional tracks. Love the fictional tracks every now and again. Mid speed, so you can see on the mini map there's areas where there are there's two really long straights, and then there's the intricate bit in the middle part of the lap, where there's a lot of areas where you can run off line, hit barrier, various different things. So we should be in for a bit of a cracking race, hopefully. We are here with the Pro League guys of the GrTwodays Championship, and as said in previous comms, we are with the GT500 cars from 2008. Those cars feature the Honda NSX GT500, the Lexus SC430, and the Nissan GTR GT500. This is round 5 of the championship, so this will be the midway. This is the midway point of the season. It's a 10-race championship season, and so we obviously still haven't found anyone to break the stranglehold that HKRT Kevin has on this championship. Unfortunately, everybody seems to be crumbling in his wake. So we'll see how this race pans out, but as you can see, he has put it on pole, so the omens are not very good. In second place, we have HKRT Midas. Yes, another strong showing from Midas after his return from injury, and he is really justifying his place in this championship. And, maybe last season he would have been a close contender with Kevin, as he does seem to be rivaling him, at least in qualifying. In third place, we have the after an absolutely appalling race last time out at the Nürburgring GP, Enzo Jack back on form in third place on the grid at Deep Forest. In fourth place, we have HKRT Panos, another of the Hellenic Knights Racing Team guys in fourth. And in fifth, another HKRT driver, HKRT Manos. So Enzo Jack splitting the HKRT guys at the top end of the field. And then another split between the next two, which is TLR Smith in sixth place, which was his favourite position to finish in last season. In seventh, we've got HKRT Sturpan and HKRT Damien in eighth. And then we have the rest of the URL guys, URL Titters. Some great performances from him over the last few races. He's very, very quick in these GR2 cars. To be fair, I raced against him in the GR3s as well, and he does have a lot of pace, especially considering I believe he's on pad, so he might not even be on a wheel, and he still manages to put in these performances. So Rossi in 10th, and then Monkey down in 11th in that Lister Storm liveried Lexus SC430. So let's get this race underway. Long old run to the start-finish line at this track. HKRT Kevin taking us down across the line and down into the turn one, which is a tight left-hand hairpin. And it looks like Panos is already having a look at the inside of Enzo Jack there. Oh, and we got Manos going round. Is Manos gone round? Oh, he's dropping down the field. I think Manos has gone round. Let's go back and see from Manos's point of view what happened there. Oh, he just gets a tap from Smith, and I wonder if is there more to it than that. Let's have a little look, see what happens to Smith. Let's go from Sturpan's perspective as we come across the start-finish line. The Sturpan tucked in behind Smith as we enter the break zone, and he goes for the late move there, and Smith's just caught out by it, and he just gets a nudge, and that sends, that's a really unfortunate set of circumstances there, as it looks like Sturpan got, Smith is waiting for Manos. Good racing etiquette there from Smith, but both of their races look to be absolutely trashed there by that incident, and really unfortunate situation. It's a turn one incident, I guess, but you just gotta be willing to give a little bit more space into turn one as everybody backs up, and I think that's where that possibly came undone. And the stewards will surely be having a look at that as we come down to the final hairpin of lap one. Kevin taking us round, Midas tucked in behind, and off down to start finish round. It does look like Panos managed to get past Enzo Jack, and Sturpan and Damien have also got past Enzo Jack. So the guys from Greece, the HKRT racing guys, are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the track at the moment. As Damien looking to have go for a move on Sturpan, Enzo Jack has picked up a half-second time penalty. Damien sticks up the inside of Sturpan, and he gets that move done into turn one. Can Sturpan do the cutback? He's looking at it. No, he's going to have to sit in behind and settle down in behind Damien. So but he's going to stick to his rear end all the way through this section. Really tough section, this one. Left and right and different cambers, sending the rear end all over the shop for some, and it can be an absolute nightmare. But the guys have gone through it nicely. The Sturpan is just going to have to settle in behind there, and he's going to benefit from the toe, so there may be an opportunity for a move up the inside down into the braking area for the hairpin. We'll just keep an eye on this as Sturpan's sitting in behind. There's Enzo Jack serving his half-second time penalty. Sturpan not quite close enough, so he's going to have to sit in, but we'll have a look. We'll come back for turn one. We'll just have a little move down as Monkey and Tidders and Rossi all get up the inside of Enzo Jack. So Enzo Jack at the moment going backwards. HKRT Manos and Smith off the back of the pack after that unfortunate turn one incident. So Kevin taking us round to start lap 3. Panos, Damien and Sturpan still in behind Damien, not looking to make a move round there, or wasn't close enough. And he's going to have to go through this section. This section is a really hard section to follow through as well, as you want to stay as close as you can throughout the whole section towards the left-hander onto the back straight, so you can get the drive and the run on the car in the slipstream, the car ahead down that back straight. But it's notoriously difficult to follow tightly behind somebody and set that up. So Sturpan looks to be experiencing that, although he does look to have had a strong exit out of that left-hander. So I think he's gonna have a run. He's looking closer. He's getting closer, and is he going to dive out the inside? No, he's staying behind in the braking area. And they get through the hairpin, but he's got a good exit out of the hairpin. This is going to be a move on into turn one. I can see it now. He's tucked right in behind Damien. Is Damien going to go defensive? Or is he going to hold his line and let Sturpan take the inside? I don't think he will. He's gone defensive. He's going down the inside of the track. The Sturpan is going to have to work for this one. He dives up the inside, under braking. Can he get the move done? No, Damien goes round the outside, and he holds on to that position. Great driving from Damien there to hold off Sturpan as we come through to lap 4, and Sturpan is going for another lap stuck in behind the rear wing of Damien, And this is turning into be a bit of a battle for between these two Hellenic Knights Racing Team guys. And Sturpan is struggling after Damien made that great early move on Sturpan. Sturpan is struggling to find a way back past, despite looking to be the faster of the two drivers at this stage of the race. So they're coming around the left-hander onto the back straight. Who gets a better exit? Looks like Sturpan got a great exit, but Damien didn't do too bad either, so he's just got about a car length between the two. Can that toe bring him into play? And whilst these two are battling, you can see Rossi there starting to suck him in and latch onto the back of Sturpan. The Sturpan going to be setting up this hairpin for a good exit. Is he going to get it? No, he's dropped back a little bit. I don't think he's going to have the run this time, but Rossi might have the run on Sturpan. So watch this space as Rossi now tucked in behind Sturpan. And he's looking, he's making himself no, he's there. They all go defensive down the middle of the track. Rossi goes to the outside, Sturpan holding the inside. Now Rossi looking to go down the inside. Rossi under braking, going up the inside of Sturpan. He's tucked it in. Sturpan having to go around the outside. Rossi's got the inside line and Rossi gets the move done. Great stuff from Rossi. He's got that move done on Sturpan, nice and clean into turn one, and Sturpan has gone from fighting Damien for 4th place to dropping back behind Rossi from 6th. Rossi coming from nowhere, capitalising on the battle between Sturpan and Damien, and a great move from Rossi there. And now Damien's got a bit of breathing space until Rossi looks like he's going to catch up. I wonder if there's a bit of a tyre delta difference here. So so there is. Both the Hellenic Knights Racing Team, the HKRT guys, they're on the medium compound tyre, and Rossi you can see on the softs, and he is putting those to good use. Great stuff from Rossi, making use of that, and he does want to get this done nice and early, because anytime he's stuck behind these guys, it's just going to be wearing those tyres quicker and quicker, and cause him a lot of time lost from being on that faster compound tyre. So that could well play into his hands. But they're starting to spread out a little bit, so it looks like Damien's got his head down. They all go defensive again along that inside line. Let's just see if Rossi does decide to send one. No, he's not quite close enough, so he's going to have to hold through the rest of part of this lap. Let's have a little look around and see what's going on behind. As the Titters, Monkey and Manos are battling hard for 8th, 9th and 7th, 8th and 9th position now. Now Manos all over the back of Monkey. Not really anywhere to overtake through this section unless somebody makes a mistake and leaves that door wide open. Otherwise you're so on edge with the limits of the grip of the track and the camber and everything that goes with that trying to send one up the inside, you don't really have time to think about it, and you're really just looking to set it up as you come onto the straight. So Manos now tucked in behind, and it looks like he's going to have that slipstream. Monkey might have a lifeline from the slipstream from Titters, but I think Manos has got the exit and got the pace coming out of that left-hander. So let's see as we come down in towards the braking area for the final hairpin, and they're going 3 abreast. They're 3 abreast. Manos up the inside, he takes them both. Monkey up the inside of Titters, and Titters is holding on around the outside. Can Titters hold off Monkey? It looks like he has. Titters has held off Monkey, but Manos has gone through on both of them. Great move from Manos. Absolutely smashed it past both of them. And now Titters has dived into the pits, and Monkey is just left looking at the rear end of that NSX and wondering what on earth just happened as they went through that hairpin. Manos set it up from the exit of that left-hander onto the back straight, and he got the move done. Great stuff. So let's have a. So we got. Sturpan's got back past Rossi. So that. Oh, it looks like it's done on the back straight. Bit similar to on the main straight even. Similar sort of thing to what we just saw from Manos. He set it up from the exit of the hairpin by the look of it, and he's tucked in behind. He's got that slipstream, and I'm sure he's gonna send it up the inside, and he does up the inside of Rossi there. Rossi gives plenty of racing room, just holds it, and he's looking for a cutback, but there's nothing doing there, so he's gonna have to settle in. So Rossi not able to maintain that pace on those soft tyres to keep Sturpan at bay. Maybe he had a rough lap, but he's dropped back behind Sturpan, so he'll be kicking himself. He would have wanted to get past Damien and make good use of these softs, but he's dropped back. Great racing from these guys this week. Fantastic stuff. Let's have a little look at the front. So we got Kevin on the soft tyre, streaking away into the lead as we're used to seeing. Midas also on the softs, Panos on the softs. So interestingly, the HKRT guys, we often see adopting the same strategy across their team. Normally they all start on the same compounded tyre, but this is a very different approach from these guys this week. We've got the 3 front runners, as you'd expect, on the soft tyres, and then Damien and Sturpan on medium tyres, so they're looking to change things up a little bit. Rossi on softs, and then Manos on softs. So Manos is going to be really frustrated, I think, being on those softs. And oh no, so yeah, so obviously Manos was involved in that earlier, that first lap incident. So he's done well, really, to thinking about it, he's done really well to get himself back in the mix, and he's making good use of those soft tyres despite that earlier issue. Maybe he's driving with a bit of anger there and absolutely smashing the hell out of that NSX to make that time up. Monkey then on the mediums as well. We got Enzo Jack on fresh relative. Oh, he must have. So I wonder if Enzo Jack pitted on earlier lap to get rid of the hard tyres. But I know I spotted earlier he was on the hard tyres and he's now out on the softs. And he's not far off the fastest lap of the race with his last lap, so he's making good use of those soft tyres, almost matching the times Manos has set. So that's obviously a strategy from him. Hopefully he'll be able to work his way back up after last week's showing. He'll want to get some good points on the board for this week. Titters then in 10th now. He's been in as well. He was on, I don't know what tyre he was on. See if we can have a little look. It was only just the lap before, so he came in on the hard, so he's done his hard tyre stint as well. So let's get back up to roughly where we were. And then you got Smith at the back of the field there on soft tyres, and he's done the same as Enzo Jack by the look of it. Lap 3 looks to be his in lap, 138.6. And yeah, Enzo Jack 135.2. So both Enzo Jack and Smith have been got off their hard tyres and they're back out on the softs. So let's see what they do, whether they've got a bit of a strategy up their sleeve. As we look at Kevin now taking us round, I can see a little battle brewing again. It's these 3 again. Damien still managing to hold off Sturpan. Rossi clinging on there, his tyres looking really worn, but he's just holding on to the back. Oh, that could be a penalty. That looked wide of the white line, and that is notorious for giving those penalties. He's got away with it though. Maybe he didn't cross that line until he hit the curb, perhaps. I don't know, but or he got out of the throttle enough. But he's got away with it. Got lucky there, and he can carry on with his race, tucked in behind Sturpan and Damien. Neither of them close enough really to make maximum use of the toe going down into the braking zone for either turn 1 or the final turn at the moment. But Damien and Sturpan, Damien going defensive on the inside line, Rossi just maintaining his line on the outside there. As we watch these 3 battling it out around these laps, they're matching each other for lap times, looking at it as well. Looking at those lap times, yeah, so Rossi, I think looking at Rossi's fastest lap at 20.8, he's being held up really by these guys, or was early on when the tyres were a bit fresher, and unfortunately it's really going to be punishing him being behind them. If he could have got past Damien, I think he would have cleared off from these 2. He's clearly had the pace to do so, but unfortunately he's just found himself with a HKRT roadblock ahead. So they come down into the braking zone for the final hairpin. Sturpan really close now. He's he's tucked in, he's got a nice exit. Is that closer than it looks? Or not as close as it looks? No, it is pretty close. I don't know as if he's going to be close enough, but he is inching closer in that slipstream. Damien's going to go no, Damien's maintaining the outside line. So is Sturpan going to send it? He does. Under braking, in the slipstream, under braking. He's sent it out the inside and he's got that move done, or has he? Damien holding it around the outside, just trying to cling on, but Sturpan has got that move done, coming out of turn 1, and now he can have that clear line all the way through this section. So we'll see whether Sturpan has that pace to inch away from Damien now. Now he's got that place back that he lost very early on in the race, and these guys battling has caused them to drop off the back of the pack ahead, plus the fact they're on the mediums rather than the softs of the guys ahead. But they will be going longer, you would imagine anyway, as they come out of the final, the left-hander onto the back straight. And now these two do seem to be dropping Rossi off the back. Those tyres, I reckon, are really hurting Rossi. Now look at that, Manos is on a mission. He is, I mean, I said the tyres are dropping off for Rossi. They're not as worn as Manos, and look at those lap times Manos is putting in. He's a man possessed after that earlier, well, first lap, first turn instant. He has got his head down and he has gone, I'm not letting this define my race, I'm having it. And he is literally having it. He's on the chase for Rossi there, and well, it's only going to be a matter of probably 1 or 2 laps, maybe one more lap, and he's going to be on the back of him. But Damien's got Sturpan back. Where did that happen? Oh, it's that slipstream again, coming out of the final turn. That final hairpin, absolutely nailing it. And Damien has moved to the inside, and he's got that move done into the braking area again. Great area for overtaking that. Sturpan looking for the cutback, but Damien maintaining that speed all the way through that corner. And this is a barnstormer between these two. I hope this goes on all race, because this is a battle for the ages. Great stuff, great clean racing, and tip for tap, absolutely brilliant. As they come under the tunnel there, and Damien now has a bit of breathing space between him and Sturpan, and Rossi, despite dropping off the back, has now latched on, and I wouldn't mind betting Manos is getting interested as well, and he is. Look at that. These are now, I mean, you have to say this is a 4-way battle for 4th place now. Manos has picked up a half-second time penalty on the exit of that corner. He won't serve that until the next lap, I don't think. Yeah, so he served that the next time round, so he's going to be keen to latch onto the back of these as quick as he can. And Rossi is tucked in behind Sturpan. Sturpan going to be close. I think he's going to be close enough to send it again. And what can Damien do to stop him, if anything at all? So across the start-finish line they come. The start lap 13 of 37, and Damien goes defensive. Sturpan follows, and Sturpan looks up the inside. Damien maintaining that line around the outside. Can he hold on? He can. Sturpan's going to have to settle in behind, and another lap behind Damien. Then he's going to have to tee this one up for the back straight as they come through the twisty section of the middle part of this lap. And Rossi now looking interested. Rossi tucked in underneath that rear wing of Sturpan. I think he got a little bit of the wall there, but Rossi is looking interested in these. Manos is going to drop back when he serves that penalty. Rossi is going to be looking to have a go though. Rossi giving Sturpan a little bit of a view of his car in his mirror. On the approach that left-hander, and now they're all out of the left-hander. A little bit of gap in between the three of them. So I don't think they're going to be close enough to make a move into the final hairpin, but they're going to be setting it up for that first turn braking zone. And Rossi is tucked in behind. Great exit there for Rossi. Tight line through that hairpin. Rossi going to be tucked in behind. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to have the pace going down that straight? All 3 of them in Lexuses, so all 3 of them having the pace to do what they need to do. Which one can make the most of it? And Kevin into the pits, and Kevin now going to be sucked into this battle, I think. Yeah, Kevin is. Kevin's in the middle of this battle. This is into turn 1. Rossi looking up the inside of Sturpan. Sturpan behind Kevin. Kevin has slotted himself in between Damien and Sturpan. Damien can't count his lucky stars there. He is absolutely grinning from ear to ear. You can tell in his helmet. Kevin giving him that breathing space. I think Kevin will make mincemeat of Damien very soon. And unfortunately, Rossi has picked up a half-second time penalty. But this is now 5-way battle for for third place now, with Kevin coming out of the pits, having done his pit stop, and Sturpan all over the back of Kevin. Great stuff. This is brilliant racing. Sturpan tucks in behind. He's going to have the slipstream going down the straight behind Kevin. Can he make a move into that hairpin? Rossi, service penalty. He's going to lose out to Manos. Sturpan then underneath the rear wing. He moves to the inside. He's looking for the move and he gets it done. Can Kevin do the cutback? No, Sturpan covers it off. But now Kevin's going to have the slipstream all the way down the start-finish straight, and all the while Damien up ahead is rubbing his hands together as he starts to clear off. But Kevin now tucked in behind Sturpan, moves to the inside. No, tucked back in behind. Sturpan maintaining his line. Is Kevin going to send it? He moves to the inside, under braking, and Kevin sends it up the inside of Sturpan, and he pushes him wide. He takes the wider line, forces Sturpan to move aside, and great stuff from these guys. Sturpan giving racing room, didn't really have anywhere to go. Kevin getting that move done, and in through to the tight section they go. And Manos now looking interested on the back of Sturpan as well. Rossi still interested as well. All the while Damien has started to stretch away from this battle. Kevin all out of shape coming out of the tunnel complex. And Damien now taking us through down onto the back straight. No threat from the slipstream from Kevin there. Sturpan's picked up our second time penalty. That's going to be served at the next lap. So he's going to want to make most of getting as close as he can to try and eliminate the impact of that penalty. Manos now in 6th and Rossi in 7th. A little bit of space now between these guys after Kevin interrupted the epic battle they were having. And, well, Kevin, why couldn't you stand in front? We were enjoying that battle. Unbelievable. Great stuff. Manos now into the pits. Rossi also into the pits to get rid of those soft tyres. They are looking bad, mind. And now we've got Kevin on the hard compound tyre. A hard compound tyre, and he managed to do that. He's gone wide though, so Sturpan is going to look to come back at him. No, so he's gone wide, but he's got the traction. So he's making good use of those hard tyres, is Kevin. Unbelievable stuff. Panos in 2nd on the softs, and Midas is 1st on the softs. Still going. Impressive stints from these guys managing those soft tyres as long as they have. But I don't think it's going to benefit them. But Damien now going to have Kevin for company very, very shortly. Sturpan got that penalty serve, and now we'll just go down and have a look, see what the others are doing as we got caught up in that battle. So Tidder's there in 6th. Rossi has come out of the pits on the hard tyres, and he's in 7th in front of Monkey in 8th. And then we got Enzo Jack there in 9th on a fresh set of soft tyres. So what has Enzo Jack got up his sleeve? Because that's he's done the hards, so he's done a set of softs, and he's back out on a set of softs. What is his strategy? Smith still going on those softs. So Smith's still going on that same set of softs. So, and we now got Midas into the pits. Manos at the back having come out on a fresh set of soft boots as well. Damien now leading the race as Midas and Panos finally pit off those soft tyres. Kevin in 2nd place on the hard tyres, really looking to latch onto the back of Damien now. And Sturpan in 4th, he's got that, he's served his half-second time penalty, and now Midas is coming out of the pits on the hard compound tyre, and he's right in behind Sturpan. Panos also out on the hard tyres, in just a little bit off the back of the guys ahead. Rossi out on the hards, dropped off the back. He's now going to have Monkey for company on the medium tyres. And look at that, Enzo Jack is storming up onto the back of them as well. So Enzo Jack looking to get a move on. Last lap was a 20.3 as he's up in behind Monkey. He couldn't be any closer if he tried. I bet he could see what he's after dinner. So here he goes down through the complex into the left-hander now, onto the back straight. And he's tucked in behind. He's going to have the slipstream. Oh, we got some tyre squill. Oh, nothing doing. Just a little bit of heavy braking by the look of it. So Rossi up ahead with a half-second time penalty on the exit of that corner. Enzo Jack tucked in behind Monkey. Which way is he going to go? Monkey goes right. Enzo Jack goes left. Enzo Jack looking to go on the inside. No, Enzo Jack holds station. So Enzo Jack not quite close enough, but he's got the exit there. He's got great exit, so he's going to have the slipstream all the way down the start-finish straight, and he's going to have the move down into turn 1, under braking. So as they go across the start-finish line, the start lap 18 of 37. Is he going to move to the inside? He does. He goes on the inside, Enzo Jack, and he's going to take Rossi as well. He's taken them both in turn 1. Great stuff, Rossi looking for the cutback, but Enzo Jack carries the speed on the exit, and Enzo Jack, a 2 for 1 there into turn 1. Great move from Enzo Jack. Absolutely fantastic stuff. He's on a mission, looking to get as far up the field as possible. Bit of clear space now. Rossi now with Monkey for company. Rossi on those hard tyres. Rossi just trying to fend off the attack from Monkey, but I think when he serves that half-second time penalty, it's going to be pretty much signed, sealed, delivered. Oh, gotta have a drink. Unbelievable. So Monkey not wasting any time, not waiting for that penalty. In the slipstream, pulls out, and he's got the pace down the inside, and he gets that move done before Rossi serves his penalty. And now he's got Enzo Jack just gradually eking off into the distance. It's a little bit wide from Enzo Jack there. I don't think he picks up a... Does he pick up a... No, he doesn't. Gets away with without getting a half-second penalty for that. So what has he got in the tank now to latch onto the back of the guys ahead, or is his strategy going to come into play? The Manos on the hards, the Midas on the hards, so they're not going to want to stay on them for very long. I wouldn't imagine. The pace on the soft tyres is clearly the biggest weapon around this track. Sturpan still holding 3rd place at the moment. Now Kevin is all over the back of Damien. Kevin on the hard tyres, Damien on the heavily worn mediums now. And Kevin is going to have that slipstream all the way down the back straight as they head across the sector line into the second tunnel. And he moves to the inside. Is Damien going to defend? He doesn't look like it. Now Kevin's got the move done under braking and done before they make the apex. So Kevin on the exit looks like he's managed to get the power down. Is Damien going to have anything to come back at him with? I don't think Damien managed to get a good enough exit to stick to that rear end as tight as he would need to send one up the inside at turn 1. No, not quite. So they go into the braking zone for turn 1, round turn 1. This is the start of lap 20 of 37. And we have had some great races so far. Brilliant stuff from these guys. Absolutely what we want to see. All bar that turn 1 instant. Between Sturpan, Manos and Smith, the racing has been absolutely incredible so far. Raced all Enzo Jack going wide and he's picked up a half-second time penalty for his troubles. That's not going to help him with his charge onto the back of the HKRT guys up ahead. He's currently he's purple as well. He's going to be kicking himself for that. Looking at fastest lap and not quite. He's not going to be able to maintain that with that penalty going to be served at the halfway along the back straight. So he'll be going across sector line. We'll see if he's still on the pace for a purple lap as he comes across the sector line just now where the photographer is. He is, so he's going to be absolutely kicking himself. He was on for fastest lap of the race with that lap, and he's going to have to settle for a lap that's probably about 7 or 8 tenths now off of that lap by virtue of serving that penalty on a straight. But a bit lonely out there for him in 6th place. He's going to have to stop again. Those soft tyres are not going to last to the end of the race, but maybe that is the strategy that is going to work for him as he crossed the start-finish line. Yeah, so he lost 9 tenths really on that through that penalty. That penalty zone is an absolute killer. If you pick up a penalty, because it's along a straight, you just lose all that momentum going into the final hairpin, and it just costs you way more than the half-second penalty that is dished out. Really unfortunate when you do. So spreading, I was going to say spreading out a little bit, but we've got the possessed Manos now right in behind Rossi, and well, I can't imagine he's going to be there for very long. Look at him go. He's all over the back of that Lexus of Rossi. Rossi defending for all he's worth. And they go through the left-hander. Rossi goes a little bit wide. Manos now on the inside, looking to have this drag race all the way down the back straight. And they're going to be side by side. They are door to door. They could almost have a conversation. They were that close then. All they had to do is wind down the window and say good morning. As they come down into the braking zone for the hairpin. And it looks like Manos has got this one sewn up. But Rossi holding it around the outside. They're side by side on the apex of the hairpin. But Manos gets the move done. He's got enough on Rossi with those soft tyres compared to the hard. And Manos can now focus on Monkey up ahead. And so Jack's going to have to watch out at this rate. That pace from Manos is absolutely killer. As you can see now, Manos... Oh, Rossi having a look at the inside as Manos appeared to go deep, but Manos managing to hold that outer line. It can be a bit quicker, that outer line. A lot of people tend to take very different lines. A bit of lag there from Manos as well. That isn't going to be helping the guys around him in the battle, but we've seen it before. Everybody seems to be used to it now, so he's tucked in behind Monkey. Is he going to try and move before that left-hander, or at the left-hander even, or is he going to wait and benefit from that slipstream? No, he's going to wait. He's doing the sensible thing. Focus on a good exit out of the left-hander, and he's got one. And now he's going to have that toe all the way down that bow straight until the point he pulls out. Monkey holding that outer line. Manos now moves to the inside. And under braking, I don't think Monkey's going to fight this one too hard. Under braking, Manos gets that move done. And off he goes. So now he's got a clear run at Enzo Jack up ahead. Enzo Jack now inheriting second place in the race. Or has he? No, not quite. But Enzo Jack now coming up onto the back of the exit in Sturpan. And Damien and Sturpan has picked up a 3-second penalty. That's going to be for crossing the pit lane exit line or entry line. And that's really unfortunate. Sturpan had been having a cracking race up till then. But now Enzo Jack on soft tyres, in behind Damien on hard compound tyres, finally making their stop off the mediums. And Enzo Jack is going to be looking to get through on Damien as soon as humanly possible. As they come through that left-hander now, down towards left-hander, under braking. Enzo Jack not waiting his brown to wait for the straight. Enzo Jack sends out the inside in the left-hander. He is not messing about. Great move from Enzo Jack. Damien has to settle for third place there in that train, and well, Enzo Jack got that move done before the straight. Is he going to manage to hold him off as Damien now has the slipstream? But it looks like Enzo Jack has got that move sewn up. So is Enzo Jack now going to jump Kevin, or is he diving into the pits? His fuel is looking particularly low. Has he got enough for another lap? He has, so he's going for another lap. Can he jump Kevin through the pit through this pit lane phase? Comes across start finish line. I think he is. So Enzo Jack takes the on-track lead of the race. I don't think for any by any stretch of the imagination it is the net lead of the race. Enzo Jack is going to have to stop again. Damien doesn't technically have to stop again. He could go to the end on the hard tyres. Whether or not that's a good strategy with the pace on the hards, I don't know, but we shall see. Same with Sturpan. Manos on a mission. He's got past Monkey. And he's got clear air, and he is hunting down his teammates up ahead. And well, I mean, the pace of Manos after that instant in turn 1, you have to feel that he would have been a contender for, well, second place, maybe even the lead of this race. He has been absolutely motoring. Fastest lap of the race, and you can see there in lap 19, he nearly beat that again. So the consistency there for all to see. And well, what performance from Manos to bring his race back alive. As Kevin comes out behind Monkey he's in 6th place. Midas still behind him. So net leader, I believe, is Kevin. On the soft tyres, that'll be to the end of this race. Midas in 7th, I believe, net 2nd. And again, on the soft tyres, looking to the end. Same with Panos, looking to the end. And he's gained a little bit on the guys ahead. But I believe that is your net podium, 6th, 7th and 8th, as it sits on the track. But we'll have to see what the guys ahead can do about that. Monkey then in 6th is now pitting. So I guess it's just if Sturpan and Damien don't have to stop again, we know Manos does. because those tyres are not going to last to the end of the race. Then if Sturpan and Damien can hold on, and again, Enzo Jack we know needs to stop again, then Kevin, Midas and Panos will have to pass Damien and Sturpan on track, on soft tyres against the hard tyres. So this race is going to come alive towards the end, and we could be in for an absolute barnstorming finish. Monkey in 8th on hard tyres, Titters on mediums in 9th. Bit of a lonely race for those two now, they've got nobody around them. Smith back in 11th, he's out on the mediums now. I'm not sure what his strategy has been, but after that first lap, first turn instant, he does appear to have struggled with pace around this track, which is, as we've lost Rossi. Rossi's got it all wrong. What happened? Oh, hang on, we've gone back a lap, let's not do that. We don't want to be doing that. Let's get back up to where we were. So let's go back, have a little look, see what happened to Rossi. He wasn't really defending from Smith. Smith wasn't close enough, and I think he's just got it a little bit wrong. As he's on the grass. He's just got it wrong. Really unfortunate for Rossi, and he's going to get underway. But yeah, as I was saying about Smith, I've raced against him at Deep Forest many times before, and he is rapid around Deep Forest. I wonder if that first turn instant has just got in his head a little bit and upset his rhythm, as Enzo Jack now comes into the pits from the lead of this race. So Damien takes the lead of the race with Sturpan in second, with Manos now. Manos all over the back of Sturpan as they come down into the braking zone. Manos sending out the inside of Sturpan, and he does. Great move from Manos into turn 1, and he gets it done on his teammate. And he said he's a man on a mission, man possessed, and he is proving that. He's got to stop again, so he's got to make the most of this, and he really is. Great stuff from Manos and Sturpan. They're just giving him racing room and keeping it clean, but hard racing, and is what we want to see. So yeah, Kevin there in 4th. So Kevin looking, so Sturpan will need to stop again with the fuel, as will Damien. So I'm a bit surprised by that, because I really would have thought they might have thought about going to the end on the hards, but maybe the time lost in the pits to put on softs isn't that great round here, and they can benefit from the difference in tyres now, as Enzo Jack out on fresh soft boots up against Monkey on hard tyres with very low fuel, and Enzo Jack moves to the inside. Monkey recognises the difference in tyres there, and he's going to be going in the pits, I think, because of that fuel. Just indicates that he's staying right, and Enzo Jack has now got a clear line into the braking zone for the hairpin. I don't think Monkey's really given that up, actually. Looked like he was with the indicator. Maybe that was an accidental button press, but Enzo Jack got the move done anyway, and off they go. And well, Monkey is actually staying out for another lap, so Monkey staying out, and well, the battle commences. Enzo Jack going defensive. Maybe Monkey wasn't giving it up. He's certainly not now, as they're side by side into the braking zone for turn 1. Enzo Jack with the inside line, and he just gets his car ahead of Monkey and makes sure that move sticks. And now he can focus on going after, focus on his fight to go after the guys ahead, with Manos, with Midas and Panos both on soft tyres. That is going to be a big ask, but he has got a lap or two fresher soft tyres, I think. Yeah, so they are a lap or two fresher. Sturpan is going to be coming in at the end of this lap, looking at that fuel, as is Damien. So Manos is about to inherit the lead of the race, unless he comes in for a fresh set of boots as well. We've got Manos going to be inheriting the lead. What does he do? Is he going out for another one? He's staying out. So he stays out for another lap. So Manos takes the lead of this race, with Kevin taking second place as Damien and Sturpan drop into the pits. Where's Midas? And Midas now coming along the start-finish straight in front of Damien and Sturpan. Panos coming across the start-finish line in front of Damien and Sturpan as well. So where is Enzo Jack? Is Enzo Jack going to jump these two in the pit lane phase? The fuel stop going in on Damien's car. Damien coming out of the pits. Oh, he comes out of the pits. So Enzo Jack has leapfrogged these guys, and he's up into 5th position. So he's leapfrogged Damien and Sturpan. So he can now focus on going after Kevin, Midas and Panos. I think that will be net fourth for Enzo Jack, as Manos will be coming into the pits, and I'd imagine will drop behind, but he's going to be close. And I wouldn't want to be Enzo Jack with Manos chasing me down with the pace he's been showing and the mood he's been in all race. So Kevin tucked in behind. He's going to... I don't think... Oh, Manos gets loads of oversteer. Those tyres are really not doing him any favours. And he dives into the pits. Yes, he does. He's into the pits to make his stop. Where is he going to come out? So Kevin takes the lead. So this will now be where people sit for the remainder of this race. I don't think there's any other pit stops after Manos comes out. So Midas goes through. Panos is looking like he's going to go through. Tyres on. Fuel going in. Where is Enzo Jack? Enzo Jack coming along the start-finish line. How much fuel is Manos putting in? He's still putting in fuel, so Enzo Jack has got through on Manos. Damien gets through on Manos as well. Manos now coming out of the pits. Where is Sturpan? Oh, Sturpan's behind Titters. So Titters is behind Manos. So Manos has come out in front of Titters and Sturpan. Sturpan, I think that 3-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane has really cost him. And, well, is he going to have a battle with Titters? Titters on the mediums, Sturpan on the softs. These two have been going at it hammer and tongs week in, week out. We saw last week how fierce their battle and their rivalry has been. Will Sturpan latch onto the back of Titters and by the end of this race and have another battle with him? Manos now serving his hard tyre stint. So Manos didn't start on the hards. I thought maybe he did. He didn't. He was on the softs. So Manos then serving his hard tyre stint now. I would imagine he's going to run into the end of the race. So he will have Sturpan coming at him and Titters by the end of this race, I'd imagine, with the pace they're shown. And Smith, 7.5-second time penalty on the medium tyres. Just looking to bring that home, I think. Going to be a lonely finish to the race, as it will be for Rossi and Monkey down in 11th place. So we got Kevin, fastest lap of the race at 19.9, cracking lap from Kevin. We got Midas in second, fastest lap of his race, 20.4. 20.4 for Panos as well. I think, yep, 20.4. Enzo Jack, a 19.983. Nearly managed to snatch Kevin's maximum points haul from him. 4/100ths of a second difference in their lap time, fastest lap times. Enzo Jack on a move. Look at that. Those 3 laps, 20.0 and a 20.1 to follow it up. And he is on a mission. He wants Panos. He wants that podium. Can he see him? I don't think he can. I think it's way too much to ask. But it's been a great battle from Enzo Jack. He spent most of the race at the back of the field with that strategy coming into his own. He's qualified third. Be disappointed to finish fourth if that's where it goes. But it's still a good performance overall. Not quite like the guys ahead. They just seem to know what they're doing with these GR2 cars. And, well, they just seem to have a stranglehold on this competition. As Manos is looking like, so as I predicted, Manos is going to have Titters and Sturpan for company very, very soon. So you got Manos on hards, Titters on part-worn mediums, and Sturpan on fresh softs. All 3 tyre compounds, slowest to fastest in that order as well on track. So this could be a battle to the end. We'll stick with these guys. Everybody else looking pretty spread out. So we'll keep an eye on this for the remainder of the race, I think, because I think this is where we are going to see the action. We will keep an eye on things that are going on elsewhere, but at the moment we've got Sturpan now approaching fast on Titters, and well, this looks like, I don't think this is going to be a battle like it was the previous races, but you never know. Titters does seem to find an edge against Sturpan, find a little bit here and a little bit there where it matters. And they come into the braking zone. And Titters holding. The Sturpan moves to the inside. No, nothing doing there. Titters holds his line. And now it's going to be a start-finish straight drag race. I think the Titters is being saved by the slipstream of Manos up ahead. And he's going to be absolutely praying that drags him along this start-finish straight into turn 1 so he can hold off Sturpan. Who's going defensive? No one. So Titters holding his line. Sturpan dives to the inside into the braking zone and he gets the move done in the braking zone. He's looking up the inside of Manos as well. Manos then on the hard tire struggling for grip, and now Sturpan has got Titters done. He's looking. Oh, these three are going to be bumper to bumper all the way through this complex. Is anybody going to make a mistake? Is somebody going to send a brave move up the inside? Titters looking to fight back against Sturpan. He's tucked in behind. He's almost lashed onto his bumper. Oh, now that gap's just increased. So Sturpan now onto the back of Manos. And Sturpan dives up the inside into the left-hander, and he gets that move done before. And Titters looking up the inside of Manos as well. Titters with a great exit out of the left-hander there onto the back straight, and Titters is looking to have a move on Manos. Side by side they go down the straight into the braking zone for the hairpin. Titters just tucking in behind, getting a little bit of a toe. Is he going to dive up the inside? He doesn't. I think he's thinking the bigger game. Get through the hairpin, use the slipstream, and then make a move into turn 1. Is that what he's going to do? So I don't think he's going to be close enough, but who knows? He's going to have the grip over those hard tyres. No, nothing doing there. So these two are going to have to go at it. Oh, a big snap of oversteer there from Titters. Well, cool. As it goes through this tight complex section, kicking up all the dust there from Sturpan. And they go under the tunnel there, just down through, approaching that. Another tunnel there, and now we're dropping down towards that left-hander where the exit is all important if you want to try and make a move. So under brakes now, left-hander, nice and tight line from Titters, and I think he's got the better line and the better exit. He's going to be right on the back of Manos all the way down this straight. He's absolutely nailed that exit. So he's going to have that move available to him. Can he pull it off? Under the bumper, it moves to the inside, under braking, and he sends it up the inside. He just holds onto that line and he gets the move done. Manos having to tell for getting in behind, but Manos is now going to have the opportunity to come back at him in that slipstream as they come across the start-finish line and start lap 34 and 37. Manos then, can he make a move down into turn 1? He's moved to the inside and about to go. Oh no, he's tucked in behind. He's now picking up that last little bit of toe. Has a little look. Nothing doing there. He's got no way to go round. Titters goes a bit deep. Manos cutting the inside line there. So Manos is going to have to stick with him if he can on those hard tyres through this little section. I don't know as if he's going to have enough grip on the exit of the left-hander onto the back straight to really make the most of his pace. So he's going to have to try and think outside the box, but I think he got that a little bit wrong, and he's dropped back, so Titters got some breathing space, and now I think Titters can start inching away. He's not going to catch the fast charging Sturpan on soft tyres unless Sturpan makes a mistake. And I think that is the race settled down for these guys. TLR Smith lonely in 9th. Monkey and Rossi having a little battle at the back. Rossi with a half-second time penalty, which he will serve along this straight. So they'll spread out a little bit more. And I think we've settled down a little bit now. So we'll just have a little run down through the field, check where we are in the classification as we approach the end of this race. So Kevin, absolutely supreme at the front of the field. Look at those lap times. I do, every time we do commentary, I do mention the consistency of the lap times because it is why the cream of the cream rises to the top. And Kevin proving that with that level of consistency. Great stuff, and he is looking set to secure his 100% record in the GrTwosdays Championship as we stand. Midas then in second place. Great stuff from Midas, a great performance. Second quiet place on the grid for qualifying, second place for finish by the looks of things today. And well, he's going to have Panos coming in behind him, but they're both on heavily worn softs, and I can't imagine they're going to be battling. Enzo Jack is fast charging after them as well, and again, I mentioned consistency. Enzo Jack showing that consistency as well. You can see that through his lap times, and great stuff from Enzo Jack after his Poland race last week out of the Nürburgring GP. Clearly more at home on Deep Forest Raceway. Damien then on soft tyres, also showing some impressive lap times. Shout out to Damien, promoted from the Pro-Am League, the League 2 guys, after winning that title last season out. And he's clearly showing that he's worthy of his place up here in the Pro League. And he's in 5th with some really strong pace, and really got to grips with that Lexus. Serpan in 6th place as well. Really unfortunate with that 3-second time penalty. I think that may have just ruined his fight and his spirit through this latter part of the race. And he's going to have a lonely finish there in 6th place. Titters, 7th place for Titters. Not really come alive in this race like he did in the Nürburgring GP. They had a really battling race all race long, but it's been a bit lonely for Titters around here. Maybe he'd be glad of that, a little bit of a calmer race. Manos, not with his absolutely serene pace on those soft tyres, not quite able to turn that into a position, and but looking like he's going to be coming home in 8th. To Smith there in 9th place, both of them the victims of that turn 1 incident, which effectively ruined their competitiveness in this race. Monkey in 10th. Still good performance from Monkey. He's shown some real strong pace in that car. Just a bit unfortunate that he's not been able to maintain the consistency of that pace. But he's clearly got the speed, just needs to work on that. Rossi in 11th. He's had a rough race here today. I don't think this is one of his favourite tracks, and he'll be glad to pull into the garage and get that car put away so he can come back to the next round and see what he can do. So Kevin now coming round the final turn to come along the start-finish line to take what will be his 5th race win of this season, and his 100% record across both seasons still standing. Fastest lap of the race also going to Kevin, and he flashes the lights. He's very happy with that. Great stuff from Kevin, great performance. And now we watch as Midas comes around the final turn to take 2nd place. Great performance from Midas. Panos nearly latching onto the back of him, but he takes 3rd. That's your podium. 4th place for Enzo Jack. Great performance from Enzo Jack. HKRT Damien in 5th place after some great battling in the middle of this race. Serpan comes across 6th place. Really unfortunate how his race has finished up, but I'm sure he'll still be happy with a 6th place finish. 7th is Titters. Manos coming across in 8th, with Smith in 9th, as they were in turn 1. Monkey on... Does Monkey run out of fuel? Not sure what Monkey's doing. He's still got fuel. Maybe he's had an issue. There's no inputs going in. Very unusual there. And now he picks up the throttle. Unless there was an instant between the two and he's given the place back. Or maybe he just didn't want to cross the line on his own. So Monkey now coming across the line to take 10th place. Rossi's going to take 11th. And that is your race. And what a race it's been. Shout out to all the guys in this race. It's been absolutely brilliant to watch. And I hope you've all enjoyed the coverage. And, well, I look forward to bringing you the next round in a week's time. Take care, everyone. See you again.